My name is Marteece Pennington, and today I will be talking to you all about texting and driving. In today's lifestyle, we all know that texting is a form of communication. But does that mean we have to do it? No. Instead, we impulsively respond to that buzz of our cell phones and tune out our surroundings. Unfortunately, an overwhelming amount of drivers don't hesitate to both read and respond to text messages while driving. We all know that texting while driving is dangerous, but we still do it. Anyway, why? Well, I don't know why, but I do know 3 things why we shouldn't, and they are the laws. Because first, you can be punished, you can go to prison, and they already are informed, meaning they are taking actions. Your lives of yourself and your lives of others as well, and the statistics itself. Statistics. In 2011, 23% of all crashes came from someone texting while driving. Rather, it was talking on the phone, texting, or dialing. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 1.3 million crashes. Believe me or not, that's a lot of crashes to be happening to say it's all over a text message. The average driver that texts spends right at 5 seconds unattended to the road. Believe me or not, 5 seconds, you can drive a football field going at the speed of 55 miles per hour. Any driver that is caught texting and driving increases their chance of crashing 23 times. Dialing a number, 2.8 times. Talking or listening, 1.3 times. Reaching for your phone, 1.4 times. %13% of people of the age 18 to 20 admit to texting while driving. 82% of Americans 16 or 17 own cell phones. 52% admit to texting on the phone while driving. 34% admit to talking on the phone while driving. Teens who text while driving spends right at 10% of their time outside of their lane. 48% of young drivers have seen their parents texting or talking on the phone while driving. 15% have seen their parents texting while driving. 27% adults have text or received a text while driving. 48% of kids aged 12 through 17 have been in a car while the driver was texting. Imagine this. Little kids, innocent, with their life dependent on the person who's immature, who's texting. It's not good. Lives. Texting and driving should never happen, point blank. How would you feel if you killed someone? Your child, your friend, or your loved one due to texting while driving? Believe me or not, that's no feeling anyone should experience. According to this article, First Year Success Stories by Mark Sternum, it says, just 3 months before graduation, Mark and 4 of his fraternity brothers and best friends headed to spring break. On the final night, they decided the least drunkest would drive back home. Mark was the least drunkest instead. Mark was driving them back home when Mark received a text and decided to look at it. 3 seconds later, they had a crash. The next morning, 3 of the men were dead, and Mark lay in the hospital critical, injured, and facing 3 counts of DUI manslaughter and a texting while driving charge as well. Instead of Mark being the first in his family to graduate from college, Mark ended up being the first in his family to go to prison for his role in the tragic death of his 3 friends. Can you be that person by making a bad choice of looking at a text? Learn how a simple choice you make, like texting and driving, can cause an everlasting impact on your friends, families, and yourself. Laws. Laws is a crime that we all are aware of, especially when it comes to texting and driving. 10 states prohibit texting while driving and using any kind of hands-free cell phone devices, period. 32 states prohibit novice, which is an unfamiliar person, to an area from using their cell phones as well. 39 states prohibit all states from texting while driving. Louisiana plays a part in each one of those categories. Are you sure you want to text and drive when the results will be $750 and 3 months of jail time? Or if you injure or kill someone because of a cell phone, you would have to pay $10,000 and spend 15 years in prison. I don't know about y'all, but my money is valuable and my life is precious. To be wasting it on something so foolish like texting while driving. Put the phone away, people, and tell yourself it can wait. This right here is an image of a car that happened 3 years ago. A lady was driving. She reached down to read a text. 5 seconds later, she ran into an 18-wheeler. It killed her. All because of a cell phone that could have waited. Here you see just a person texting while driving on a normal street. Put his head down. Approximately 5 seconds later, he ran into a telegram pole. On this image here, you see a real-life event. It was nationwide. When a man was driving on this 4-lane road, he took his eyes off the road. 5 seconds. He injured and killed so many of these bikers. I mean, it's tragic. It was the most tragic event that happened this year. As you can see, texting and driving is very dangerous and deadly. You shouldn't place your life or the life of others in the palm of your hand. Literally. Put the cell phone down, people. If you think about texting while driving, which I hope you don't, I hope you think about all the statistics that I'll mention and take into consideration that if you do decide to text and drive and have a crash, that you will be in that number that will help increase this dramatic percentage of people texting while driving. Think about the laws and jail time. The money you would have to pay if you are caught texting while driving. Think about the never-ending nightmares you would have if you kill someone's child or your loved one. Remember that all of you are beautiful and handsome. To let a simple text message ruin your life as far as your achievements, your goals, your careers, in your life that God has in store for you. Thank you all for listening to my speech.